Trapped in an engagement I didn't agree to with a boss I didn't even like. Okay, maybe that was a lie. I did like Damian West. In the same way someone likes a really expensive, really sleek car that would probably run you over if you stood in the wrong place. Which, apparently I had, because Damian was now telling the entire company about our supposed engagement. And I had no idea how to stop him without looking like an absolute maniac. He turned to me, smirking. "You're awfully quiet, sweetheart." Sweetheart. Oh, I was held. I forced a smile that probably made me look unhinged. Just taking it all in. Damian's expression didn't change, but I could see it. The amusement in his ridiculously sharp blue eyes. The way his jaw tensed slightly like he was waiting for me to crack. Like this was funny to him. I was going to lose my mind. People were still congratulating us. Someone popped open a bottle of champagne. Where did they even get that? Karen from accounting was now openly sobbing into her salad. I leaned in, lowering my voice. "You do realize we're not actually engaged, right?" Damian hummed. "Aren't we?" I choked. "No." His gaze flicked down to my bare ring finger. Funny. HR seemed convinced. HR did. Oh my God. I whipped my head around and, sure enough, there was James from HR smiling at me like a proud uncle. Oh, I was so fired. Or worse, married. I needed damage control, and I needed it now. But before I could say anything, Damian casually draped an arm around my waist and pulled me closer. I went rigid. Full body, taxidermy level stiff. "Why don't we finish this conversation in my office, sweetheart?" he murmured. I swallowed. "That sounds like a terrible idea." His smirk deepened. "Too bad." And just like that, I was being dragged into my boss's office, still fake engaged, still panicking, and still, somehow very much employed. This was not how I planned to quit my job. Chapter 2. The second Damian shut the office door behind us, I spun around. "Ready to fix this mess, okay?" I hissed. "What the hell was that?" Damian raised an eyebrow, casually strolling over to his desk like he hadn't just ruined my life. "I believe it was called an engagement announcement." I threw up my hands. "An engagement that doesn't exist." He leaned against his desk, arms crossed over his annoyingly broad chest. "You seemed fine with it back there." My eye twitched. That was shock. I was too busy processing my own funeral to react properly. Damian's lips twitched. Oh my God. He was enjoying this. I groaned, dragging a hand down my face. "You have to fix this." "Fix what?" I gaped at him. "Fix what? Fix what?" "Damian, you told the entire company we're engaged. HR probably already sent out a congratulations email. I'm getting LinkedIn notifications as we speak. People are talking about wedding colors, for God's sake." Damian shrugged. Like this wasn't a full-blown crisis. "I don't see the problem," he said. I almost threw his stapler at him. "Of course you don't, because you're a heartless, grumpy workaholic who enjoys making my life miserable." Damian smirked. "Heartless, grumpy, and engaged to you. Quite the resume I'm building." I inhaled sharply. If I didn't get out of here, I was going to combust, but before I could storm out, there was a knock at the door. A head popped in. James from HR. "Oh, no, just wanted to say congrats again. Lovebirds." James beamed. "We're all so happy for you too." I froze. Damian, the absolute menace, just nodded like this wasn't a complete freaking disaster. "Thanks, James," he said smoothly. "Sophie, and I really appreciate it." I wanted to die. "Oh." James clapped his hands together. "I also need you both to sign a quick relationship disclosure form. HR rules, you know." The walls started closing in. James set the paper on Damian's desk. "No rush. Just by the end of the day." He winked at me. Winked. Then, just like that, he was gone. The office was silent. I turned to Damian. He was already signing the form. I lunged for it. "Oh my God, stop." He smirked. Too late. I was going to be fake engaged forever. Chapter 3. I needed an escape plan. A good 1.1 that would allow me to quit my job, fake my own death, and move to a remote island where no one, especially my grumpy, infuriatingly smug fake fiancé, could ever find me. Because if HR was bad, Damian's parents were worse. And thanks to some cruel twist of fate, they had found out about the engagement within the hour. I knew this because Damien, the walking nightmare that he was, casually glanced up from his laptop and said, "My mother wants to meet you." I choked. "Excuse me?" Damien looked entirely too calm for someone who had just detonated a nuclear bomb in my life. "She's excited." He tapped at his keyboard. "She already started planning a dinner." I clutched my chest. "A dinner? With your parents? And my sister?" I blacked out for a second. "Damien." He looked at me, completely unfazed. "This is bad," I whispered. "This is so bad. You're overreacting." I gasped. "Overreacting?" "Overreacting?" I grabbed his stapler. "For emotional support. Not violence, I swear. You told the entire company we're engaged. HR is making us sign paperwork, and now your parents are involved?" Damien blinked. "That about sums it up." I threw my hands in the air. "And what do you suggest I do? Just waltz into this family dinner and pretend I've been in love with you for years?" His lips tugged into a smirk. "You could if you wanted." I almost threw the stapler. "Damien, I am not going to dinner with your parents." He arched an eyebrow. "Then how do you plan to explain our very public engagement?" I opened my mouth, then closed it. Damn it. Damn it. There was no way out. I groaned, dragging a hand down my face. "This is your fault." Damien's expression remained neutral, but his eyes flashed with amusement. "It usually is." I exhaled sharply. I was doomed. Fake engagement? Fine.HR disaster? Whatever. But dinner with Damien's parents, I was going to need a new identity and a plane ticket to Antarctica. Chapter 4, I had faced many horrors in my life. Forgetting a deadline. Terrifying. Accidentally hitting reply all on an email rant about my job. Nightmare fuel. Getting stuck in an elevator with my boss. Pure trauma, but nothing compared to faking a relationship with Damien West in front of his parents. I sat at an obscenely expensive restaurant, smiling like I wasn't on the verge of an anxiety attack. Across from me, Damien looked as unbothered as ever, sipping his whiskey like he hadn't just dragged me into a catastrophic web of lies. His mother, a stunning woman with eyes sharper than knives, smiled warmly at me. "Sophie, dear, tell us, when did you know Damien was the one?" I choked on my wine. "What?" Damien's father, a quiet but equally terrifying man, gave me an expectant look. I glanced at Damien, silently screaming for help. He smirked. "The traitor." I wiped my sweaty palms on my napkin. "It was gradual." Mrs. West tilted her head. "Oh!" I nodded aggressively. "Yeah, you know, small things." Damien hummed. "Like what?" I wanted to stab him, but I couldn't back down now. I forced a dreamy smile. "Like the way I racked my brain for anything remotely nice about him." "Come on, Sophie. I snapped my fingers. "The way he types." "So, professionally." Silence. Damien's sister, who had been silently observing this disaster, snorted into her drink. Mrs. West blinked. "His typing?" "Yes." I nodded so hard my neck nearly snapped. "It's very authoritative and efficient. A man who knows how to type well is a man who knows how to love well." Damien coughed into his drink. I hated myself. Mrs. West let out a polite laugh. "Well, that's unique." Damien casually placed his hand on mine, sending my brain into full shutdown mode. "The truth is," he said smoothly, "I knew I wanted Sophie in my life the moment she barged into my office and called me a what was it again?" He glanced at me, feigning innocence. I clenched my jaw. "A corporate robot with the emotional range of a stapler." His mother gasped. Damien grinned. "Yes, that." His parents stared. I was so dead. Chapter 5, I had survived dinner. Barely. But instead of walking away unscathed, I was now dealing with a new, unexpected nightmare. Damien's parents adored me. As soon as the waiter took our plates, Mrs. West beamed at me. "Sophie, dear, you must come to our family brunch this weekend." Brunch. Brunch was not a casual invitation. Brunch was serious. Brunch meant acceptance. I panicked. Damien, the absolute menace, casually squeezed my hand. She'd love to. I snapped my head toward him, silently screaming. He smiled back at me. Pure evil. That's wonderful. Mrs. West clapped her hands. We have so much to talk about. Wedding plans, future grandchildren. I choked on air. Damien's sister sipped her wine, clearly entertained. MR. Wes nodded approvingly. We're glad Damien finally found someone who can handle him. Exactly. Mrs. West beamed. You balance him out, Sophie. He's so serious all the time, he needs someone like you. No. This was getting out of control. I forced a laugh. Oh, well, balance is important. Get me out of here, Mrs. West reached over and patted my hand. You're already family, sweetheart. I blacked out. Damien was enjoying this. I could feel IT'd at AS. We walked out of the restaurant. I turned to him and hissed, Fix this. He smirked. Why would I do that? My mother loves you. I groaned. That's the problem. Damien shrugged. Like this wasn't ruining my life. I hate you, I muttered. His lips twitched. Sure you do, fiancé. I was going to die fake engaged. Chapter 6. I had one goal when I walked into work the next morning, damage control. After last night's disaster, I needed to set boundaries, correct misunderstandings, and most importantly, stop acting like Damien's actual fiancé. Unfortunately, my plan lasted exactly 5 seconds. The moment I stepped into the office, I was greeted with a round of applause. Applause. What is happening? I whispered to myself. Carol from accounting beamed at me. Congrats, Sophie. Mark from HR gave me a thumbs up. Didn't see that coming, but you two make sense. I blinked. What? Then, like a bad omen, Damien strolled into the office, perfect suit, perfect hair, perfectly annoying. He stopped beside me, coffee in one hand, the other casually resting on the small of my back. Good morning, he said. Voice smooth as sin. I short-circuited. What did you do? I hissed. He sipped his coffee. What makes you think I did anything? I gestured wildly at everyone. Why is the entire office acting like we're a royal couple? He shrugged. My mother might have posted about our engagement on Facebook. I nearly collapsed. She what? And LinkedIn. I grabbed his tie. Damien. He smirked. He was enjoying this stuff. I let go, turning to flee. But before I could escape, a horrible, spine-chilling voice called out, Sophie. Damien. I froze. IT was Marie, our company's biggest gossip. She marched toward us, eyes gleaming. So, tell us everything. When's the wedding? How did Damien propose? Do we get an office party? I opened my mouth. Nothing. My brain had completely shut down. Damien, of course, had no such problem. He wrapped an arm around my waist and said, dead serious, it was private. Very romantic. She cried. Marie gasped. I gawked at him. I cleared my throat. Yes, I cried. Help me. Marie sighed dreamily. That's beautiful. Ugh, I can't wait for the wedding. She rushed off before I could correct anything. I turned to Damien, horrified. Why do you keep making this worse? He smirked. You're the one who cried. I covered my face. This was my life now, and the worst part, for one tiny second, when his hand was on my back, I forgot this wasn't real. Chapter 7. I wasn't sure how it happened. 1 minute, I was marching into Damien's office, ready to demand a solution to this fake engagement mess. The next, I was sitting across from him at a fancy restaurant, eating steak. This was not in my plan. You tricked me, I muttered, narrowing my eyes at him. Damien, the walking disaster in an expensive suit, casually sipped his wine. How exactly? You said, let's talk about our situation over lunch. I pointed my fork at him. I assumed that meant a normal lunch. Not this. He raised a brow. It's a normal lunch. I gestured dramatically at the dim lighting, candlelit table, and soft romantic music. Oh yes, totally normal. What next? A violinist appears out of nowhere. As if the universe had a personal vendetta against me, a violinist appeared, stopping right by our table. I dropped my fork. Damien smirked. Smirked. I hate you, I muttered. The violinist began playing, of course, I grabbed my water, determined to salvage what little sanity I had left. Sophie. His voice was weirdly soft. I blinked. What? His gaze lingered on me. You have something on your face. I frowned. Where? He leaned forward, reaching out, and then he wiped the corner of my mouth with his thumb. My brain malfunctioned. The contact. The eye contact. The closeness. I was pretty sure I forgot how to breathe. There, he murmured. Got it. I stared at him. He was too close. Too casual about this. Too soft for the same grumpy man who terrorized the office. I gulped. Thanks. He leaned back, looking pleased. I chugged my water. This wasn't a date. IT wasn't. So then why did it feel like one? And worse. Why didn't I hate it? Chapter 8. I was not prepared for what happened next. I had barely walked into my apartment when my phone rang. Caller ID. Olivia. I stared at the screen. Oh no. Olivia. My best friend since college. The one person who knew every embarrassing detail of my life. The woman who once hunted down a man who ghosted me just to send him a PowerPoint presentation on why you suck was calling me. I answered with caution. Hey, Liv, you're engaged to your boss? I winced and pulled the phone away from my ear. Liv, I can explain. Sophie, I had to find out from Facebook. Damien's mom had officially ruined my life. Olivia wasn't done. And then I see you two at some romantic restaurant today? A candlelit dinner, Soph? A freaking violinist. Oh no, you saw that. I was there. I was meeting a guy for a date, but forget about that. Why were you making eyes at Damien West? Busted. I collapsed onto my couch, covering my face. It's a long story. Oh, I have time. I exhaled dramatically. It's fake. The engagement. It's fake. Silence. Then, Olivia gasped so loudly I thought she might pass out. Fake? She screeched. Sophie Lane, are you telling me you were living in a rom-com plotline and you didn't tell me? I groaned. I didn't plan for this to happen. Oh my God. Her voice was giddy. Do you guys have a contract? Are you falling for him? Does he look at you like he wants to ruin your life and kiss you senseless? I blinked violently. Olivia. That's a yes. It is not a yes. Sophie, I saw the way he looked at you. I hesitated. How did he look at me? She cackled. I knew it. You like him. I do not. Denial, she sang. Denial, you're in denial. I groaned into a pillow. Liv, I need help getting out of this, not a rom-com analysis of my life. Oh, honey, she cooed. You're not getting out of this. I froze. What do you mean? She snickered. Because if you think that man is letting you go after tonight, you're delusional. I was in danger. Chapter 9. I was very determined to act normal at work today. So naturally. The moment I saw Damien, I almost tripped over my own feet. Careful, he murmured, steadying me with a hand on my waist. I froze. Oh no. I had never noticed how warm his hands were before, or how nice he smelled, or how his stupid rolled-up sleeves made him look dangerously attractive. This was bad. I jerked away like he was a live wire. I'm fine. Totally fine. Super fine. Damien frowned. Are you okay? Of course. Why wouldn't I be okay? Ha ha ha. His frown deepened. You're acting weird. I was acting weird. Because Olivia had cursed me. Her words from last night haunted me. If you think that man is letting you go after tonight, you're delusional. And now? Now I couldn't look at Damien without thinking about it.so. I did the only logical thing. I avoided him for the entire day. The problem, Damien was my boss. Avoiding him was like trying to avoid breathing. BY noon. He'd had enough. Sophie. I jumped. I had been hiding in the break room, hoping to avoid him. I failed. He leaned against the door frame, arms crossed, watching me like I was a puzzle he couldn't solve. You've been avoiding me. I gulped. What? No. Me? Avoiding you? Pfft. Don't be ridiculous. His brows lifted. Really? Because you nearly sprinted out of the elevator when I got in. Coincidence. And you switched seats in the meeting room. Better lighting. And you hid behind the coffee machine just now. Stretching. He sighed, rubbing his temples. Sophie. I bit my lip. Oh, I was in so much trouble. Before I could make up another excuse, Damien closed the distance between us. Too close. Way too close. He tilted his head. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were avoiding me because you like me. My entire brain short-circuited. I gawked at him. W what? His lips tugged up in a slow, smug smirked. Oh hell no. I straightened my spine. Please. I would rather fight a raccoon than like you. He chuckled. Lying isn't your strong suit, sweetheart. I hated how much I liked that stupid pet named, I huffed. I am not avoiding you. Damien leaned in. Prove it. My breath hitched. The tension was off the charts. And suddenly, I had a very real problem. Because if he kept looking at me like that, I wasn't sure I could keep pretending anymore. Chapter 10. If there was one thing I never wanted to experience in my life, it was being trapped in a tiny supply closet with Damien West. Yet, here we were. Move over, I hissed, shifting uncomfortably. There's nowhere to move, Sophie, he replied, his deep voice far too calm for a man who is currently pressed against me. This is your fault. My fault? He scoffed. You're the one who dragged me in here. Okay, maybe that was true, but in my defense, my choices were 1. Be seen by HR, who had definitely started investigating our relationship after Damien's mom's Facebook post. 2. Shove my fake fiancé into a closet and pray for a miracle. Oh really, I made the only logical decision. Unfortunately, this closet was built for brooms, not people, which meant Damien was very, very close. I could feel his breath against my skin, his body heat, the scent of his stupidly expensive cologne. I was not handling it well. Are you blushing? His tone was way too smug. No, you are. I'm not. Damien tilted his head, inspecting me. Huh, what? I narrowed my eyes, his lips curved slightly. You're cute when you lie. Oh, that was unfair. I scowled. Stop that. Stop what? Whatever you're doing. He smirked. Standing here. I wanted to strangle him. Or kiss him. No, not that. I needed a distraction. Fast. I reached for my phone, except I miscalculated, because the second I moved, my hand slipped, and somehow, in the dumbest, most humiliating way possible, I ended up gripping his shirt, the very expensive, very well-fitted shirt. Damien stilled. Oh no. I slowly looked up. Our faces were inches apart. The tension? Palpable? The air? Dangerous. His gaze dropped to my lips. I forgot how to breathe. For one wild, reckless second, I thought he might. The door flew open. Oh my God. We both snapped our heads toward the door. Standing there, mouth open in pure horror, was none other than Olivia. Her eyes darted between us. Then, she shrieked. I knew it. I groaned. Liv, it's not what it looks like. Please. You're literally closet making out. Damien chuckled, like this was the funniest thing in the world. I shot him a glare before turning back to Olivia. Nothing happened. She crossed her arms. You expect me to believe you just tripped and landed in his arms? Again. I had no defense. Damien smirked. She's lying. Olivia gasped dramatically. I knew it. I was never going to live this down. Chapter 11. I had survived the supply closet incident. Barely. But apparently, the universe wasn't done torturing me, because now I was being held hostage. By Damien's mother. Oh, Sophie, dear, you simply must come to brunch this Sunday, she said sweetly, holding my hands hostage in hers. I panicked. I had 2 options here. 1, tell her the truth. That Damien and I were not, in fact, engaged, and that this was all a terrible, horrible, no good misunderstanding. 2, go to brunch, pretend to be a loving fiancé, and try not to spontaneously combust. I went with option 2, of course, I said, forcing a smile. Damien choked on his coffee. I shot him a glare. You could have helped me, but no. The traitor just smirked. Oh, wonderful. His mother beamed. I'll let the family know. They're just dying to meet you. The family? I was going to pass out. By the time she finally left, I was a shell of my former self. I turned to Damien, arms crossed. This is your fault. His brows lifted. My fault? Yes, your fault. If you had just told her the truth, she wouldn't have believed me. He shrugged, taking a sip of his coffee. I scowled. He had a point. His mother was fully committed to this fake engagement, and now I had to go to brunch with his entire family. I was going to die. Damien smirked. Looking forward to Sunday, sweetheart. I threw a pen at him. Chapter 12. There were many places I would have rather been on a Sunday morning, like in bed, or on a remote island where no one could find me. Instead, I was sitting stiffly at a ridiculously long dining table, surrounded by Damien's entire family, pretending to be his adoring fiancée. It was a nightmare. So, Sophie, his aunt smiled. How did you and Damien meet? I opened my mouth, except I had no idea what to say. We hadn't prepared a backstory. Damien sensed my panic and casually took a sip of his coffee. She's been in love with me for years. I choked. I fully choked on my mimosa. Damien reached out and patted my back. Careful, sweetheart. I glared at him. He was enjoying this, really? His grandmother beamed. Oh, how romantic. I forced a very painful smile. Yes, so romantic. His mother clasped her hands together. Oh, I just knew you two were meant to be. I was suffering. Damien smirked and wrapped an arm around my chair. She couldn't resist me. I dug my nails into my thigh. Oh, he was going to pay for this. Before I could retaliate, his cousin suddenly leaned forward. So, when's the wedding? I froze. Damien choked on his coffee. His mother gasped. Oh, yes. When are you two getting married? Abort mission. Abort mission, I panicked. But Damien, he smirked. And then, he reached for my hand. Oh no. No, no, no. He lifted it to his lips, pressing the lightest, most distracting kiss to my knuckles. Soon, he murmured. Very soon. His mother squealed. On the other hand, I completely malfunctioned because suddenly, I wasn't so sure this was just pretend anymore. Chapter 13. I had two very big problems. Point 1. Damien West. Point 2. The way my heart did dumb little flips every time he so much as breathed near me. Ever since Brunch of Doom, things had been weird. Weird as in, Damien suddenly texting me for no reason. Damien showing up at my desk just to check on me. Damien driving me home when I never asked, and worst of all, Damien touching me. Not in an inappropriate way, oh no. That would be easier to ignore. And oh, it was casual. Subtle. Dangerous. Like fixing a loose strand of my hair, or guiding me with a hand on my lower back, or resting his palm on my knee under the table, which was exactly what he was doing right now. I was spiraling. Are you okay? Damien's voice was low, laced with amusement. I scowled, shifting away from his touch. I'm fine. You don't look fine. I'm totally, completely, 100% fine. He smirked. Liar. I clenched my jaw. You are insufferable. And you are, he leaned in, his voice dropping an octave. Adorable when you're flustered. Oh, I was in trouble. I needed space. I needed air. I needed to reboot my brain, because somehow, some way, I had made the most critical mistake of all. I had caught feelings for my fake fiancé, and judging by the way Damien was looking at me, I wasn't the only one. Chapter 14. I was avoiding him. Like a coward. Because one more second in Damien West's presence, and I was going to combust. Unfortunately, my avoidance plan lasted all of 10 minutes, because he found me in the empty break room, alone. I was trapped. There you are. His voice was low, smooth, dangerous. I spun around, panicked. Oh, hi. Yes, here I am. Totally busy and definitely about to leave. I tried to escape. I failed, because Damien stepped forward, caging me in. Why are you avoiding me? I swallowed. I'm not. He raised a brow. I was caught. I sucked in a sharp breath. Okay, fine. Maybe I am. His eyes darkened. Why? Why? Oh, I don't know, Damien. Maybe because you're my fake fiancé, and I think I actually like you. I clenched my jaw. Because you're confusing. He tilted his head. Am I? Yes. I threw my hands up. 1 second, we're fake engaged. The next, you're touching me like it's real. And the worst part? Hi, I stopped. He stepped closer. Too close. You what? He murmured. I exhaled slowly. Admit it, Sophie. Just admit it. I think I like you. Silence. The air crackled, and then he kissed me. Soft. Slow. Deliberate. I melted. By the time he pulled back, I was barely standing. I was hoping you'd say that, he murmured, thumb brushing over my jaw, but I was so doomed. Epilogue. So, we're not fake anymore. I blinked up at Damien, brain still rebooting. He had just kissed me, like it meant something, like we weren't fake anymore. Wait, I whispered. So, we're not fake anymore? He chuckled, shaking his head. Sophie, I don't think we were fake for a while now. My stomach flipped. Oh. His lips tugged up. That's all you have to say? I smacked his arm. You could have told me. I thought it was obvious. It was not obvious. He sighed dramatically, pulling me against him. Fine, let's make it official then. My heart stopped. He reached into his pocket, and then he pulled out a ring. I choked. What? He laughed. Relax. It's the fake one. I smacked his chest. Don't do that to me. He caught my wrist, grinning. Okay. Here's the real thing then. I raised a brow. The real thing. His expression softened. Sophie Lane, will you go on a real date with me? I pretended to think. Sophie. I bit my lip, fighting a smile. I suppose. I could make time. He rolled his eyes before grabbing my face and kissing me again. And just like that, I wasn't fake engaged anymore. I was falling for my former fake fiancé, and for once, I didn't mind at all. The end.
Damien's POV. Sophie was staring at me like I had just sprouted another head. Wait, she whispered. So we're not fake anymore? I huffed a laugh. Sophie, I don't think we were fake for a while now. Her eyes widened. Oh. I raised a brow. Oh? She smacked my arm. You could have told me. I sighed. I thought it was obvious. It was not obvious. I sighed, shaking my head before grabbing her waist and pulling her closer. Fine. Let's make it official then. Her body tensed. Wait. What? I reached into my pocket and pulled out a ring. Her entire body locked up. What? I grinned. Relax. It's the fake one. She smacked my chest. Don't do that to me. I caught her wrist, laughing. All right. Here's the real thing then. Her eyes narrowed. The real thing? I smirked, loosening my tie. Sophie Lane, will you go on a real date with me? She pretended to think. I groaned. Sophie. She bit her lip, fighting a smile. I suppose I could make time. I rolled my eyes before grabbing her face and kissing her. Because, fake or not, she was mine, and she wasn't getting rid of me that easily. The end.